Alright, today we will be reacting to the worst Roblox creator, my bucket.
Work ethic. And this Roblox developer who has committed some of the most sickening actions goes by the name of Andrew,
Yeah.
better known by his Roblox persona as II or Mabucket. This popular Roblox
My bucket.
developer worked for a Roblox group called Bribbleco, which has been behind many well-known Roblox games
Clean
such as
Simulator and
Cleaning
Super Cube
Simulator and
Cavern?
Super
Wow.
Cube Cavern. Andrew,
I
also
love
known as
Clean Simulator.
Mabucket, has created
Used to
many
be
Roblox games
such a good
himself,
thing in my
such as Grab the
childhood.
Child, Purple Skittles, and others, which
Pepper
generated a
Skittles.
large amount of revenue and visits for him, which you'll see later. Andrew even had such a large influence that he designed a map for Arsenal being the Glacier
Ooh,
map. But after the
Glacier Map.
disgusting situation was eventually released regarding him, his account he was currently using called II was banned on January the 13th, with
And
all involvement of him in Arsenal being promptly removed. For those
oh,
unaware,
I love
Andrew was
Glacier Map
behind many Roblox
personally, but
accounts in the past, and just like his most recent one, they were all banned too. Because what he would do, and has been doing for many years now, is posting not safe for work images being inappropriate and shocking in nature to Roblox, which is a kids game, which even according to his own document, gave him a sick and questionable satisfaction
what?
that made him quote unquote work more efficiently
Holy
on Roblox
shit.
games, which is essentially what got his past MyBucket accounts terminated from the site, and I
Good
had no
God.
clue how this gave no one red flags in the first place. But this man isn't only behind many aliases on Roblox, but if we take our attention to Twitter, this man operates two alternate accounts that we will be looking at today. One is Luna Cheesecake, which is an account that
Whoa,
this man has been
what
posting
the hell?
inappropriate furry images on for many years
Nah.
now, which I advise you don't go and see. And the next being his more
Oh,
secretive alternate account called Zorny Cheese. Now, due to the information provided by Jax, it is pretty clear that all these accounts are run by the same person and have pretty distinctive links, such as the same age, sexuality, name, and the fact that in the pinned comment, Andrew hasn't even refuted the
so he's
claims
pretty much a
because it's obviously
bisexual
true.
and
He runs these accounts.
child
On his
predator,
more
aka
secretive Zorny
pedophile.
Cheese account, due to what he thought offered
Okay,
him
bro.
complete ambiguity so no one would ever truly know who he was, he felt free enough to establish his true unbridled sexual fantasies. Ones where he
No
fantasized with
way,
children
he's
in playgrounds,
Zoo.
thinking it was fun, with other highly immoral people, or just openly expressing his was fun, with
Just start lurking around the playground to find some. Oh,
highly immoral people,
Jesus
or just
Christ!
openly
Why would you ever
expressing
say
his
that in
attraction to animals,
Twitter?
essentially being some of the most
Oh,
deplorable things a Roblox developer can openly admit to, especially considering how Andrew openly admits to being part of the minor attracted persons community. And on the same
what?
account, stating he would be liking and retweeting, yeah, you can read it. But keep in mind, there is a reason why this account was private. He didn't want people to know. He deemed Twitter as a sufficient site just to admit and support some of the most degenerate things behind closed doors. But it gets so much worse.
Oh,
And
whoa,
that brings us
okay,
back to his
okay,
main
man. Oh
furry
my
account.
God.
This is where we go into the topic regarding the 14-year-old minor in question,
Hi, you're
which we will
cute.
call
Ah,
Quasi, in
thanks.
which Andrew, on his Luna Cheesecake
Quasi
account, contacted first, with a comment claiming Quasi
cheesecake.
looks cute, and showing them a plethora of the not safe for work furry images he had originally made on his Twitter account. It was only after this when he asked for
Oh
the
my
child's
God, just
age, but as you can probably guess, this didn't faze the man in the
I
slightest
have a
when the
feeling that
reply was only
Quasi
14
is
years old. As he stated, he didn't care, and that it was perfectly justifiable because we are all quote unquote horny weirdos on the internet. So that
horny
already
weirdos on
establishes
red
several major red
flag.
flags because it is evident he doesn't really care for the legal ramifications in him inappropriately engaging with a 14-year-old while he is much older.
Keep
Going
in
back
mind,
to the
this happened
conversation
three
between this
years ago.
14-year-old
3
and
years
Andrew,
ago.
he replies with, I find younger guys cute, with the minor questioning the context behind the message, whether Andrew meant it in a sexually charged way, with Andrew quickly changing the narrative behind it at first, lying and claiming it was a quote unquote friendly way. Take the word friendly the way you wish. Because literally a week later, as addressed by Jax in his video, the minor's mentality
Small
completely
crush?
changes, and they state they actually have a crush on Andrew.
Nah.
Now, this gives Andrew the go ahead to now openly
No
express his true
way.
mentality.
Then
without
Quasi is
being
a
ridiculed for
psychopath
it,
too.
because at first he can be
He
seen worrying
brought
about the
himself
miner's
to that.
opinion on his very questionable comments. But now that the miner has developed
Why
relations to
is
him, he has no boundaries
Quasi
now. So here
manipulative?
he can be seen stating he expressed the same connection. Keep in mind this is an adult and a child. This is not legal, this is not morally correct, this is disgusting.
Never was
The miner
illegal.
establishes
Never
how
was
Andrew
legal, my guy.
consistently spoke to them, because
It
this
was
is a clear
never
indication of
legal.
grooming.
Never
Andrew is
legal.
attempting to gain a
Jesus.
strong connection and emotional bond with this child, who has little to no idea that
It's
they're
more like a
being
teacher than a
exploited,
child.
because at their
But
age,
okay.
they don't have the mental ability to process what is entirely going on. Now, as the relationship develops, the situation continues to get
We
darker,
came
with
off.
Andrew
Oh
making
my
now heavily
god.
sexually charged comments to this 14-year-old, stating how he just came at the thought of him, or going out his way to send nude images of himself to the child, which I'm
No
going to ensure is
way.
heavily, heavily blurred, so practically nothing can be seen, because this is vile. And then Andrew can be seen having the intent of wanting to have intercourse with the said child and wanting to meet them in real life. Actually, reprehensible messages to say the least. And to clarify the validity behind the
That's
4 month long
disgusting.
conversation and to establish how this was actually real, Andrew even proceeded to show his face to the
Showing his
child,
face
if
to
that
a
wasn't
stranger?
clarification enough.
Even worse, a child.
This is arguably the most disgusting part I will cover in this video.
Huh? Huh?
What has been said by both
Jesus, bro.
parties,
What
the
the hell is
14
this
year old
14
and
year old
Andrew in
talking?
this conversation
Look
are
at him, man.
disgusting and sickening, and the fact they admitted to doing this makes it all the more vile. The 14-year-old child, Quasi, states he wishes he could engage in you know what with his 10-year-old
Oh,
brother.
hell
And
nah.
Andrew, who is
What?
obviously interested in this conversation, perpetuates it by asking if he is cute,
He-
with the minor
No
making very
way.
questionable comments regarding his brother, which I don't feel entirely comfortable reading out. Then Andrew can be seen here
What?
validating these vile comments
What?
because it is
He
clear he's
actually
gaining sick
says
satisfaction out of this.
what?
And let's not forget, this is a grown man talking with a 14-year-old about how the 14-year-old wants to commit
You
specific acts with his younger
man.
brother. How messed up even is that? But what is worse is the minor admits to taking advantage of his brother in his sleep. And
What?
Andrew literally validates it by saying, quote unquote, oh, nice,
Nah.
with the minor going into explicit detail what he did. This is actually so disgusting,
Jesus.
and as I'm making this video, I'm literally sick to the very pit of my
Oh,
stomach at the thought of this conversation
what
even
about bro?
being made in the
What the
first place.
fuck?
But what happens next is the final nail in the coffin, because Andrew literally openly admits to sexually assaulting his family member as well, being his
No
little
way.
sister several times, and how doing this is literally harmless and you should quote unquote enjoy it. This shows the utter lack of morality of this man
I don't
and his
even want to
full
read
blown
this, man.
degeneracy.
I don't even
He is
want
a
to read
literal
this.
danger to children as
My
well as the
parents are really
platform.
around.
And the 14-year-old even goes into more disgusting, vivid detail on what he did with his 10-year-old brother, and that he wants to do it again. Both of these people in question are highly immoral, and they both admitted to utterly disgusting things that is undeniable. No excuses can be made for either individual, but by the conversation, it is crystal clear Andrew was manipulating and coercing the child into admitting his sexual life, because yet again, we all know Andrew gets sick satisfaction out of these topics. Andrew gets so much sick satisfaction out of these topics that he continues to support the idea of Quasi doing you know what with his brother again, giving him tips on how to do it. This is actually atrocious and abhorrent, and I have never ever seen chat messages this bad before, with Andrew claiming victims don't normally talk about it, solidifying the concept
Christ.
that it would just be a
Oh, this
disgusting
really
little
is more
secret
fucked
these
up
two
than
would
I
have kept
thought.
between themselves. Because yet again, the definition of grooming highlights the fact these people try and gain a trust bond with the child, and it is apparent this child believes Andrew is a trustworthy person, completely oblivious that Andrew is literally just exploiting him. Now, more incriminating messages are exchanged with them discussing how they are both willing to abuse younger children, which is disgusting, with Andrew saying 8 years old is a minimum, and then the 14-year-old claiming they would do it even younger, with Andrew saying that seems fun too. And yet again,
What
Andrew
the
sending more
hell?
images of himself nude to the 14-year-old. And the final confirmation that Andrew is indeed a Roblox developer, the one I discussed at the start of this video, I, is the message in which he gloats that he is earning a lot of money off Roblox. So in conclusion, due to the immorality portrayed by Andrew in the situation, he has been permanently banned from Roblox and exiled from the community due to his
Permanently.
actions, and there will be an interview set up between Jax and Andrew, which will come out soon. And as of the upload of this video, many close friends of Andrew have actually filed police reports against him, so hopefully some further action will be taken soon. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Make sure to watch Jax's video on the situation and Scrimsox's too, and make sure to share this video throughout the community so more people are made aware. Goodbye.
Oh, God, what the hell did I just watch? So, this guy, my bucket, is a child predator, expressed that he was a zoophile. He started to groom a child, and then the child was literally doing the opposite of what the victim should do. He or she, whatever the hell it is, openly admits about his or hers sexual attraction between. This is not good. You should go for a therapist for that shit, man. You don't have to do this. I'm lost for words for this, man. Is this what Roblox has become these days? Roblox used to be such a cool site. Even before I joined, we used to watch YouTubers like Ethan Gamers TV and I think Dennis too. But and then I just I don't know, man. This game changed a lot of lives. Some for the better, some for the worst, but mostly the worst, man. I don't know, man. This is this is not good. This is not the Roblox I know and love. No, no. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next cringe or a debating video.